Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations on making it through the school year. Now the fun can begin. I apologize for us not getting the video out a little sooner. We've been working really hard here at trying to make Pulaski Summer School great again. Now, a couple things that we need to know right away. First, we'll start moving things over to the middle school and to Lanois tomorrow morning. Actually, we'll be moving a few things over this afternoon, but you can start moving into your classrooms all day on Wednesday if you'd like, Thursday or Friday. We'd appreciate a phone call to give us a heads up that you're coming, and we should be able to get that taken care of. Now also, on the moving in, a lot of people are asking, where are my classrooms? They were actually sent to you in the last email that came from Sue Wheeler that said what your updated class rosters were. On there, you should be able to see where your classroom is as well. If you still have questions, you can give us a call, not a problem. Remember that once we get there on the first day, and I will be in early, probably about 5:30 or so, but on the first day, we always end up meeting in the gym, and in the gym we'll have signs hung up around that will have the first hour classes. They will also have a roster underneath them, and then you will be standing there and you'll be with a basket that you pick up right by the front desk, and that will have a name tag of all the kids in your class. And then remember that those name tags have schedules on them as well. One thing that's going to add to a little bit of our commotion this year is that we do have free breakfast and free lunch. Now, we're not exactly sure how that's going to look on our first date because we have people that are trying to get into the gym, and they're also going to be grabbing breakfast at that time. So it's going to be a little chaotic, and what we're looking for is just a little extra help and also a lot of patience. So it's going to work out just fine. Now remember also that you are going to be responsible during the 2 weeks or 1 week term for kind of cleaning your own room. If there's messes, and I'm talking pretty good sized messes or whatever, we'll get in there and we'll vacuum for you. You can also take your garbage and you can set it outside the door, and we'll come and pick the garbage up every day. But as far as keeping the room straight and keeping it cleaned up, that's going to be your responsibility. Also remember that you're going to make a note of what your room looks like before you start, and if you change things around a little bit, that's absolutely fine, but we'd like the room to look like it did at the end. So when you're done, if you're done at the end of the term or if you're done at the end of all of summer school, make sure that the room looks like it did when you first got in there. Remember that when you go on field trips, we need to have permission slips. So the permission slips need to be back to us so that we know that all the kids are okayed by mom and dad to go on these field trips. Also, we need you to make sure that we're taking emergency information along with us so that we have the ability to get a hold of people in case there was something that did happen. Once again this year, we will have our junk by the front desk. So one man's trash is another man's treasure. And you can come down, we will have totes full of crayons and markers and glue. And then we have all kinds of things that we ask for special, like toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls and lids and Pringles jars. So we'll have a lot of things down there. Please make sure you come down. Some of those things were saved for specific people. We'll pull those out and make sure that they get where they have to be. Remember that tomorrow, June 7th, at 5 p.m., both at Lanois and at the middle school, we will be having open house. So if you are coming because you want to take your child around and show them where they're going, that's great. If you want to come and set your room up a little bit, that's great. Remember, you will get paid for 2 hours worth of prep time that you can put in sometime before. A lot of teachers use this during that open house, and then they get their room ready during that time, and it kind of kills a couple birds with one stone. Otherwise, that needs to be put in as we get started. And for some people, it might be second term because they don't start till second term. So as you're getting started there, you'll put in the 2 hours as one of your first times. Remember also that there's 3 things, and I'll keep hounding you on these throughout the entire term over the announcements, both at the middle school and at Lanois. But it's that I'll need lesson plans from you by the end of the term. The lesson plan form that we have is in our teacher handbook. Very simple. It's not supposed to be elaborate. It's just supposed to have the items that you're covering during the class time. The other thing that we need is timesheets. If we don't get a timesheet from you, it's going to be very difficult for the business office to pay you. Remember that we don't have to have the timesheets in until the end of the term, so you don't have to necessarily put them in every single day. It is nice to get in that habit and put them in every single day, but if you don't, you can put them in at the end and put in for the entire time. Remember, if you're a person that's working just one period, then you get a 15-minute prep time. So you would put down the hour and a half plus another 15 minutes. If you're working 2 periods, then you get a half an hour. So you put down the 3 hours plus a half an hour. And if you're working all 3 periods, you get 1 hour. So you would put down the 4.5 hours and then plus 1 hour of prep time. So you have 5.5 hours for the day. Healthcare for kids. We will have Betsy Gallagher, our school nurse, will be working with us, and so will Tracy Sundstrom. So Betsy will not be there every day. Tracy will be there every day. And those are the people that we'll try to get our kids to. We also do know about our students that have some special needs, like maybe they're diabetic, or they might have bee allergies or peanut allergies, things like that, that are a little bit more important than the student that itches their nose once in a while. Those guys will have that. Their health information is also in Skyward. So when you look up your roster, you'll be able to see the student's health information listed there. Teachers, remember that if you need a sub, it's going to be your job to secure that sub. The sub list was sent to you. If you need that sub list again, it's in Google Docs, so you just have to have that shared with you if you don't already. You might have had it shared with you and you don't even know that, so you should be able to look under summer school subs and be able to find that list. Let's see. That might be just about everything that I have for you. I think if there's any other questions, what you'd like to do is, if you have a question, I guess, and it's on payroll or anything about getting paid, you'd like to call Heidi at this number. If you have questions for me or anything general on summer school, you can call me at this number. All right. Let's see. There's one more thing that I just thought about while I was doing that. Heidi will be sending an email out, or maybe she already has, and that email is going to have your TrueTime information on it, your code to be able to get into TrueTime, so that you can enter your timesheets. Also, we will have by us at the front desk near the copiers copy codes. So you'll be able to get your copy code information from us, and then you will have a number that you can enter into the copier and then be able to make copies. I think that is just about everything. Wait a second. Postscript. We will have an emergency card in every teacher's mailbox. You will fill that emergency information card out, and then you will be able to get that back to us by the end of the first day. Just so we have that in case something would happen, that we know where we can head first. I think that's it. I hopefully will see a number of you in the next couple of days getting ready for your rooms. I will see everybody on Monday morning so that we're ready to go. Probably by about 10 minutes to 8, you're down in the gym, and we will get kids ready for their classes. Thank you very much. We're going to have a great summer school. Thank you.